Today's video is purely focused on the new perk from the Root of Nightmare weapons, Paracausal Affinity. In the video I'm going to show you what it does, what it stacks with, what it doesn't stack with, and what type of build you want to be looking to run with it, so stay tuned. I'll start just with the description. Final blows of energy types matching this weapon's alignment grant increased damage for a short period of time. Light final blows boost arc, solar and void weapons, and darkness final blows boost stasis and strand weapons. I've got it on this linear and a few other weapons, but it's a solar linear, so if you get a kill with an arc weapon, a void weapon, or a solar weapon, it is going to boost this damage on this weapon as long as you've got the Paracausal Affinity. And it also works with grenades. Just because it's solar, it doesn't mean you have to get solar grenade kills to boost this. It works the same as the weapons. So as long as you're running a light subclass, i.e. arc, void or solar, any of them ability kills, whether it's a grenade and a melee, is also going to buff this weapon. Also, your supers also count towards that, so we're going to jump straight in now and show you how long it lasts for, and just an example. So as you'll see there, I've gotten the buff on my screen. I'll switch to a solar weapon. It doesn't have to be a solar weapon, it could be any weapon as long as it's a light based weapon. And you'll see I've got that Paracausal Affinity on my side, and it also works with grenades. Get a grenade kill, and that is also going to proc that Paracausal Affinity. It lasts for about 8 seconds, and like I said, that does work with any grenade as long as it's a light based one. The numbers, here we go. Standard shot 29,000, we'll just round it up to 30k, so it's a 30k a standard shot. And now I'm going to get the Paracausal Affinity to proc, and hopefully we'll see an increase. 35,000 short of that is a 20% damage increase, so it's a flat 20% damage buff for about 8 seconds. Now the question is, does it stack with other things in the game? Solar weapon surge. What I do is I stack 3 of these. That's a 22% damage increase. But like I said, we need to find out if it does stack with solar surges. So we'll find out right now. So a shot just with the solar surges is 36k. That's a 22%. Now I'm going to hit this enemy. Proc the Paracausal Affinity. Now I've got the Paracausal Affinity and the 3 solar surges going on. And it goes up to 43,000. Almost 44k. So that's a further damage increase. What we've got going on, just to sort of nail it on the head, we've got the 22% from the 3 solar surges, and on top of that we've got the 20% from the Paracausal Affinity, all stacking together. So it's quite nice. Obviously you can proc the Paracausal Affinities, as we've already covered, with another weapon kill or a grenade or a melee, so it isn't bad, and it does stack, so it's really nice. A nice big damage increase. And also I wanted to find out if it stacks inside of a Well of Radiance to get the extra 25% damage. So we're going to have Well of Radiance, 3 solar surges and a Paracausal Affinity all working together. Here we go. I'm going to try and do this now. Get the kill to proc my Paracausal Affinity. I've already picked up my orb for the solar surges, and I've got my well down, and you're going to see it go up even more. 54k from the original shot, which was 30,000. So everything does stack. You've got the stacking from the 3 solar surges, the Well of Radiance and the Paracausal Affinity all working together to do a pretty big damage increase. The increase is 80%, because if we go back to the very first shot that we've seen was 29,000. So I rounded that off to 30k, and then once we've got all the buffs stacking, what you've just seen, it goes all the way up to 54k, almost 55,000, and that is like 80% damage increase, so it's pretty big. We've got some really good abilities to proc the Paracausal Affinity, things like fusion grenades, but a weapon that is really good. I know there's loads of weapons, I just want to say that'll work really well with this, but Ariana's Vow, I've really enjoyed this one because I can run the solar surge with it as well. And this pretty much one bangs 90% of enemies in the game, so you can just quickly switch like that, get that Paracausal Affinity, and you're good to go. With regards to DPS options, say for bosses, raid bosses, things like that, I'm not so sure. I think it's actually better for run and gun type of gameplay. So getting a few kills, keep it going, constantly running all the time, getting a kill with your grenade or your Ariana's Vow or another weapon. I think it's more suited to that type of play rather than boss DPS. Although there would be some interesting boss scenarios where you could probably take advantage. For example, Nezarec in the last boss of the Root of Nightmares raid, you get a few kills with your weapon to keep it proccing if you can keep the enemies alive. But for me, My overall review on it, I think it's far better for run and gun type of gameplay versus DPS. Just because one, it's a linear and they had a nerf at the beginning of the season. And two, I think rockets are really strong this season. Let me know what you think of this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.